Is it just going to be the Azir to try and have some disengage? Or are you going to try and opt out of team fighting completely?
Oh boy, all right, here we go.
Let's talk about Pawn on the Zed, because 19th game of the season, first time he's on a melee champion. This is a nice wraparound from Score, though.
Score coming in right on the backside of Faker, has that red buff to slow him up. They're going to dash through. Faker doesn't have the flash, but Score is going to cut him off. Pawn getting exhausted now. Score just going to go ahead and flash in. That's going to be the kill. First blood going over to Pawn on Zed. And that's going to be a great way to kickstart the Ninja.
Peanut this time is the first one to react.
Deft and Bada already starting to peel back. Deft going to be trying to clear this out. Has to flash away as Peanut comes in with that bush hop. Should just be the exit. They'll get a little bit more damage from the Roar. Trying to trade some back on the Peanut, but otherwise he's all right.
She's actually losing trades in a preferential matchup pretty hard.
Score's walking up, doesn't have flash.
Just wants to help them
really
push.
Close the gap. Yeah, just going to try to shove this back. Bang, jumps to the side with the Arcane Shift, tries to get the kill in onto Mata. Won't be able to find it. Now Peanut here, backing up his bottom lane. Will take a bit of damage here from Score, who just goes ahead, quick draws forward, just to get a couple shots off.
Whoa.
Going low, does have a ward here, defensive one, so he spots out Score coming around, but now Score going to be looking to take away this red buff. Does not have Smite. Good smoke screen, just going to zone Peanut bad. Pawn comes over very aggressively, throws down the Living Shadow, throws down the Ignite and the Death Mark. Can he come up with a kill though? The shield comes out from Faker, the pop hits, but it's just not enough to take him out. Pawn goes low, Faker throws down both of his summoners to try to get the kill, but just won't be able to find him.
Gets more and more comfortable.
Well, Faker out of mana, throws the shield on himself, does not have flash. They cut him off at the end of the line. SMEB wraps around from the backside. Last melee hit comes up with the kill. 2 on the board for KT. Alrighty, rough times here. Oh, wow. Very big respect flash here from HUNI. This control ward didn't get cleared out in the brush, so he had some idea that Pawn had retreated back. Speaking of Pawn, goes in onto Faker. The shockwave does connect. He has a death mark coming through. Doesn't do nearly as much damage as you would expect yet. But Ashe arrow comes out. Faker still gets clipped. Flash forward from Wolf with the ebb and flow. Comes up with the heal to keep Faker alive, at least for now. SMEB comes into the backside, has the flame spitter, helps take him out as Pawn. Claims the killing blow, and a second one goes over to KT ROLSTER, taking out Peanut. Nicely done by KT. Everybody collapsing in.
And suddenly that will only be a matter of time as bot lane.
Oh, Pawn goes in. Bang. There's just no way. Ignite comes through. They do have the ebb and flow. Pop doesn't do enough. Actually, does make it out alive, but looks like HUNI might not be able to say the same. The red buff slowing him up. Electro Harpoon doesn't connect. Good flash away from Bang at the last second to get out of range of that Ashe arrow.
Look at this.
Kill him. Pawn going really aggressive up towards Peanut.
A little bit of a laugh too. He's going to walk up and try again. There's no support yet, although we can see Nami is going to walk up.
Could just kill Wolf. Gonna go ahead, jumps in. Doesn't even use the death mark. Might still have the kill. Has to use it right at the last second. Does get it. They're waiting for him to snap back. They're ready for this one. Peanut's got the bush hop, so the flash won't take Pawn far enough away to keep him alive, so he does go down.
They are drawing multiple members. KT not in a position to punish them around the map, but if that needs to be the case, if 2 to 3 people have to back up Bang every time he looks for CS in the side lane, it's a big problem.
Or can he find another steal? The answer is going to be yes. Now maybe looking for a bit more. Does have collateral damage up in a second. Goes forward looking for Peanut. A couple more hits would do it. Collateral damage now available, but Peanut out of range, so Score's just going to go ahead and have to peel back. Now, SK Telecom, they have to decide very quickly who they're going to split off. Peanut gets hit by that equalizer. End of the line will not connect, and the collateral damage again used. So won't be able to find a kill onto him, but that will send him packing back towards the fountain, and that opens up KT to finally break that inner turret line. 17.5 minutes just about.
Yeah, very difficult to DPS down Nautilus. Ninja Tabi does so much work. Triple Ninja Tabi.
Mata flashes away from the dredge line and away from Peanut simultaneously. Still gets popped up by that depth charge. Looks like he might go down. No, the shield comes in. Heal as well from depth, keeping him alive over the wall. SMEB gets jumped on, throws down the equalizer straight into the zone. Is it enough to keep him alive? Yes, it is. The Ashe arrow comes out, locks up Wolf. He's going to go down. 3 members of SK Telecom just get ripped right off of Summoner's Rift by KT ROLSTER. And they are just going to be more than happy to get those kills, wander on down to this bottom lane and start pressuring out another inner turret. Maybe we can see them rotate down the river, go for that. Flash away by Wolf to get himself out of that hitbox from the Ashe arrow. Score gets rooted down. Peanut goes back in, down to half HP. They throw out the tidal wave. Faker. Chicken from above does not have the shockwave. KT, if they can maintain this map presence, very well could net themselves for that. Faker just Trying to spend his time getting some damage in on the turret. Score goes low, throws out the collateral damage. Bang has the flash away, but DEFT follows through with his own. Red carpet laid out by SMEB, comes up with the killing blow.
Nautilus just cancels teleport. Another teleport that does not lead to anything.
They do. They could very well go for this. The Scuttle Crab's there. Maybe they try to bait it Pawn.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was a
very
sick bait.
cheeky.
That is a sick bait.
Trying to make him think, but there's the Scrying Orb comes through. And
I mean,
now,
they get a Scrying Orb. That's still something, right?
Yeah, they burn out the cooldown. It's very cheeky by Pawn. Red carpet thrown out for Peanut, getting burned away at. Down to just about half HP. The Leandre's doing so much work. Meanwhile, SMEB juking away from the dredge line. HUNI connects onto the wall. Now Pawn goes down onto Bang. Deathmark's there, and he gets taken out. Kill coming through for the Zed. A lot of poke eliminated for the side of SK Telecom. They're going to go ahead and work their way right back over to this Baron where they will start it up.
And you see in that fight why it was so important that they took the early objectives, because Orianna is never grouped with a front line in front of her to put the ball, to cancel out the death mark. Faker has been out of position because it's very hard to have position, and we hear an ultimate popped and we see a turn.
Yeah, dredge line coming through. Big
equalizer!
Big shockwave comes through. Faker just absolutely devastates the ranks of KT ROLSTER. A triple kill for him. Pawn trying to get out with his life, but it just doesn't look very likely. And good God, off the backside of the Baron, SKT blow the game wide open. HUNI, he lands the dredge line. Pawn dead to rights will go down. That's an ace for SK Telecom T1.
That right there is the 4,000 ELO shockwave. That is why Faker is the ultimate game breaker. They cancel out the Baron on every member.
Absolutely devastating, and that has got to shock KT's mental state. If that doesn't, I don't know what else will. We'll see if a teleport can have some effect. HUNI comes in from the sidelines, gets the dredge line in on to score. He quick draws in just for the reload, not even to try to get over the wall. DEFT gets popped up yet again, has to flash over towards the tier 2. Now they're firing back. HUNI gets locked down. The redemption heal comes through, but it's not enough to save his life. SMEB gets the killing blow. Meanwhile, Pawn splitting onto that inner turret in the top lane.
Bit of chunk coming onto this turret, but no more.
Yeah, popping the Youmu's, trying to get as many hits in as he can. Knocks it down to about half HP. It'll
Mid lane, though.
Very long time for that to regen. Peanut getting jumped on. Big flame spitter coming through from SMEB, but they're going to go ahead, turn away, be happy with the turret. Maybe get the inhib if they can. Might be a little bit too risky. Is now Score getting jumped on by Bang, trying to make it out with his life. Pawn coming in to try to back him up. He will die, but Pawn goes in. Deathmark comes down. Can they save his life? He jumps to the back line with the arcane shift. The Deathmark will not kill him. Shockwave connects. SMEB very nicely timed Zonius to keep himself alive, but the bullet comes through. Faker, can he follow up with yet another kill? There it is. The auto attack is enough to take out the Rumble. 2 members dead. Pawn effectively out of the fight. SKT successfully defend their base. No inhibitors lost.
It's a big Baron play for KT. Either picking up the Baron and pushing, or fighting around the Baron is what they need.
Oh, Faker gets a lot of damage onto Pawn. He goes in with the death mark, just has to dash away. Faker not even worried about using his Zonias, knows that the damage is going to be overall inconsequential.
There isn't any itemization anymore to counter, barring a comical 6th item Zonias or something like that. SMEB though.
Oh yeah, SMEB in a really bad spot. Shin won't connect onto him, so he's likely just going to have to recall yet again.
They really need to outthink SKT, and a teleport might do that.
Yeah, TP coming in from the sidelines. HUNI gets rooted down by the tether. They throw out the tidal wave. You can see SMEB just going to go ahead and peel back. Pawn pokes his head in from the sidelines.
That's a bad terrain to fight around against Equalizer.
Yeah, he can't get much damage down onto Peanut. Shield is there from Faker to keep him healthy. Score dashes in. Bango Score gets a lot of damage down onto the Graves. Mystic Shot not going to connect. Score will be okay for now.
Such a mind game for SKT now. When they were trying to go out down that narrow corridor, perfect for the Equalizer. They fight in the open, much more difficult to get that same value. No setup CC this time. Now, if they come through a choke, you'll see what happens. They turn onto Baron.
I mean, they turn on to Baron. Mata gets caught by that shockwave.
Dead,
goes straight into the zone. His Peanut getting rooted down. Pawn comes over the wall looking for a kill. Can he find it? Dashes onto Peanut with a death mark in the back line. Looks like he might just get the pop. Heal comes through, but it's just not going to be enough to keep him alive. Red line connects onto Pawn. Meanwhile, Faker goes down as SMEB burns right through him. Pawn taking the blast cone for a ride. Will be able to make it out with his life. It's a 2-for-1 pickup in favor of KT. Bang still sort of chasing. Won't be able to close the gap onto DEFT to try to come up with a kill.
But Faker's still dead, so they're trying the Baron.
He's dead for 5 seconds. Won't be able to join in with this one. Redemption coming down to keep KT healthy. When he comes forward, the Baron goes down, goes over to Score. Can they make it out with a buff this time around? We're going to find out. SMEB goes into the Zonias with a Flame Spitter up. Get a whole lot of damage done to HUNI, but now he's just all on his lonesome, stuck on an island with KT ROLSTER.
Equalizer back up.
And they cannibalize him. Peanut trying to make it out of here, dashes in, but he just pays for it with his life. DEFT picks up the kill. 2 more members dead on the side of SK Telecom, and this time KT walks away with all 5 buffs.
Whether you're a KT fan or an SKT fan, there's nothing you want more than another game. It's already been a series that's given so much.
Oh, Bang gets hit by the Ashe arrow. Equalizer comes down. Brings him to about half. Not the best carpet you could have laid out. SMEB still gets a little bit of damage in with Peanut. Electro Harpoon will not connect, and he gets locked up by the Bola, so can't push forward, but that will be the inhibitor line broken by KT. They want to just peel out of here.
Promoted minion. Bit of a headache when it comes to minion waves, but this is inevitable. This should be turret falling. There it is.
They get it, and they transition that into another inhib. You can see just how much damage DEFT is doing every single shot. Redemption thrown down to get the heal. SMEB doesn't gain too much, but Thrill the Hunt's enough to zone them back at least for now, but the inhib still falls. Pawn getting the top one down to about half HP, and KT can just start with his full court press. Super Creep's going to be crashing in pretty much every single wave. Bang gets jumped on, takes a lot of damage. Will not go down. The collateral not enough to finish him off. The heal comes through and keep him up.
Equalizer just to get Faker away from the turrets. They just want to end this game.
That might just be the end of this one. You can see the first turret goes down. HUNI pushing forward, trying to find something. Shockwave comes in, but only finds score. He gets popped up by the bubble. Pawn going into the back line. Will get his Guardian Angel pop, but he's just keeping the rest of SK Telecom busy while they shatter those Nexus turrets. Now Nexus
they finish.
is exposed. SMEB coming back in with the TP. A couple more shots on that Nexus, and I think they've done it. Here we go. Get a last few kills at the end as they kill Peanut. The Nexus crumbles, and we're going to game 3.